7 first-time World Cup captains, 2 who were handed the captaincy in the last 2 months, 1 even a member of parliament, and there's quite a lot riding on the 10 men who are leading their sides at this ICC World Cup. Here's a look at their recent results, personal form and the choices they have made for the 15 who will lead their nation's dreams over the next 2 months. The most experienced in the lot of 10 skippers is Eoin Morgan, who was handed the captaincy before the 2015 World Cup. That team was knocked out in the group stage, which forced the ECB to move focus to white ball cricket. This team, touted as England's best ever ODI side, enters the tournament as the top-ranked one-day team in the world. Since the last World Cup, England have not lost a home series, posted 15 of their 17 highest ODI totals, won 57 of the 86 ODIs they played, and broken the record for the highest ODI score twice. Need I explain more why they're called the favourites? Another captain leading his team in a second World Cup is Mashraf Mortaza, who guided Bangladesh to their best ever World Cup finish in 2015 when they reached the quarter-finals. Still in his arsenal is Shakib Al Hasan, the highest-ranked one-day all-rounder in the world, who has a bit of a reputation of stepping it up on the highest stage. The team won a tri-series featuring a second-string West Indies side in Ireland earlier this month, in which Soumya Sarkar top-scored with 3 consecutive half-centuries. Jason Holder is also a second-time World Cup captain, but unlike the last time in Australia, there's quite some expectations from this West Indies squad. After administrative tussles, Andre Russell and Chris Gayle are back in the squad, and Gayle announced his intent by scoring 2 centuries and 2 50s earlier this year as the Windies drew England in an ODI series. He's now been named the vice captain and will be gunning for glory at his 5th and possibly last World Cup. Now the first-time skippers, and Virat Kohli is leading that list. The highest scorer in one-day cricket since the last World Cup. Virat is the top-ranked ODI cricketer in the world, with Jasprit Bumrah leading the bowlers charts. There's MS Dhoni helping from behind the stumps, Rohit Sharma as his deputy, Bhuvneshwar Kumar swing, and the Kulcha spin duo. But there are also gaping holes in the team's plans, with the entire squad coming off the back of an intense IPL, having not played international cricket since the 3-2 series lost to Australia in March. Pakistan is led by Sarfaraz Ahmed, who guided the team to the Champions Trophy title in England just 2 years back, when they weren't even outside favourites, ranked 8th in the world. Since then, though, they have lost 5 of the 7 series they played, including a 5-0 whitewash at the hands of Australia and then a 4-0 defeat to England, both this year. Just 1 win in the last 14 ODIs, and the team called upon Mohammad Amir to strengthen the attack in England, but will that be enough? Though back in 1992 as well, under Imran Khan, the Pakistan team too had a terrible run of results going into the World Cup, but the run ended in their first ever World Cup title. Speaking of titles, and then there is the Australian team. The defending champions are being led by Aaron Finch, with Steve Smith and David Warner returning to the fold only earlier this month. Warner lit up the IPL, finishing as the highest scorer, and Smith has proven his intent with some big scores in the warm-ups. Skipper Finch too has some solid wins now under his belt. After winning just 2 of his first 10 ODIs as captain, he enters the World Cup on the back of 8 straight international victories. Man of the series from the 2015 World Cup, Mitchell Starc, has seen his comeback from injury time perfectly for England as the team enter the World Cup ranked 5th in the world. South Africa has Faf du Plessis in the driver's seat, and he's the skipper with the best winning record at this World Cup, finishing on top in 25 of the 30 ODIs he's led his team in. Almost taking a cue from his CSK squad, Faf Proteas team also has some stalwarts leading the charge, with 5 players playing their 3rd World Cup, but there's also a healthy mix of youth in the squad that will be trying hard to shed the chokers tag and possibly win South Africa their first ever World Cup. New Zealand, the runners-up from the 2015 edition, didn't in fact play international cricket for a large chunk of 2018. Not the most ideal of preparations, but Kane Williamson's Kiwis could be counted on to pull off a few big wins in England. Kane struggled with some injuries during the IPL, and while his record at home is a solid 67% wins, overseas he's managed to win just 38% matches. Now finally to the two new skippers, Sri Lanka's Dimuth Karunaratne, who last played one-day cricket in 2015 at the World Cup, was given the captaincy of the team after their 5-0 whitewash in South Africa. Following the exodus of the big stars following the last World Cup, Sri Lanka has lost 55 of their 84 ODIs they played since then. Can a test specialist now turn the fortunes around for the team in England? Gulbuddin Naib was handed Afghanistan's skipper's duties last month when the squad for the World Cup was announced. Since then, he's led the team to 2 wins in 3 ODIs. So, well, which of these captains, according to you, will play an instrumental part in their team's World Cup campaigns? Tell us in the comment section below.